What is going on, my peeps? This is your boy Venara Scott, the KillaKrane himself. It is July the 26th, 2024 to him. I'm sorry, guys. We did start on time, but we had some technical difficulties. And hold on, I'm getting some feedback here. All right, that should eliminate that feedback. We had some we had some technical difficulties, and I thought we were live when we were talking the whole time, but we weren't. So it took StreamYard a little bit longer than expected. But anyway, I am joined today by the L Dog himself, Mr. Lamar Hicks. How are you doing, sir?
Man, doing fantastic, man. Your intro is on point, man. I like the intro man, with the crow, man. That's fire. That's fire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I gotta say, man, I wouldn't have did as good as I did without your advice. So you helped to make that great.
Well, teach one. Just want to make everybody, man, around me great. So that's just bottom line right there.
Brother, you succeeding. You are totally succeeding. So, the shirt, you were saying something about your shirt too.
Yeah, so the shirt, so this is Monday. This is oh shoot. This is Monday. And then you go down to Friday. Friday's pretty happy. So yeah, Mondays always get the bad rap. Fridays, everybody's always looking forward to the weekend and resting up and getting ready for the next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to give a quick shout out to my nephew, Malcolm Edwards. I see he's leaving me a message up here. What's going on, nephew? What is going on with you? And put this on over here. So we have a very interesting discussion forum today. We are going to talk about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said yeah. I said I'm ready for it.
Okay. Marzel, Monica, if you are trying to log on, send me a message right now. I think, Marzel, I sent you the link in the text message. So hop on at any time. Even though we've started, you can hop on at any time. Monica, we would love to have you, or anybody that wants to join. Whether you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, it does not matter. And look in the description of the video right now, and you will see the link to StreamYard to join. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to do anything. When you click it on, all you have to do is put in your preferred name. So if you don't want to use your real name, you can use whatever creative name that you come up with. So we are going to get on with the discussion forum. First and foremost, is there any birthdays or shout outs, L Dog, you want to give to anybody?
Man, when I tell you that these last couple of days with birthdays has most definitely been off the chain. I got my Facebook fam, Demetrius, David, I used to work with David, back in the day, man. Big ups to David. David is actually a DJ. He was a DJ at Max Lounge, I think. Yeah. Daniel, Miss Hunter, and Wendell celebrating the birthday today, man. So, man, look, I thought I had given you guys a shout out, but apparently I didn't. Left it on your wall. So, man, as soon as I can, man, I'm gonna leave a birthday wish for them, man. So, man, happy blessed birthday, man, to everyone that I named and everyone else, man, that's celebrating the birthday today, man. Happy blessed birthday to you, man. Anybody that's celebrating the anniversary as well, man, happy anniversary to you. So that's all I got.
Okay, I really do appreciate that. Once again, if anybody wants to join in, the link is in the description below on Facebook, YouTube, whatever. As well, I want to give a birthday shout out to my daughter, Renara Scott. You guys will never guess how I came up with that name. Never in a million years. How she came up with the name Renara. But anyway, she turned 18 years old. Her rent will start next month. I was being nice this month, but I'll start rent next month. It's no big hurry. Happy birthday to my daughter Renara.
Happy blessed birthday.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying happy blessed birthday.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure she would tell you the same thing. So hold on 1 minute. Marzel, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, there you go.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, man?
You the man with the plan. But what is the plan, though?
Man, I don't know. It depends on what you're talking about.
You got a plan for everything, I heard.
Yeah. I got someone who wants to join the podcast, man. Not join, but would like to watch. How would they watch it?
Just
they're not your friend.
Okay. Go to my YouTube page. Go to YouTube and type in KillaKrane Productions, and
hold on. You're talking too fast, man. Hold on. I'm gonna have to type all this stuff.
Oh no, it's easy. Just go to YouTube and type in KillaKrane Productions. That's it.
What I'm saying is I have to send that to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to type all that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Or better yet, Marzel. She can actually go on his personal Facebook page if she's on Facebook and find him and do it that way too. Since he's streaming on.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Either way. Yeah. So
yeah,
that will work.
Hold on 1 second, okay? I gotta send it to her.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So Dog, while he's doing that, anything else? We'll wait a couple of seconds for him to join in.
Man, look, ain't nothing really too much going on, man. Man, I don't know if anybody likes the Olympics, but the Olympics is actually starting tonight. They probably already got started, happening in Paris. So, man, it's gonna be very, very, very interesting, man, especially with the women's and men's basketball team. I'm looking forward to Simone Biles doing her thing too as well. Her returning, man, track and field. So man, go USA, man.
I heard
get all the gold. Get all the gold. Bring home all the gold.
I heard that. I heard that this is another discussion forum. This is not part of this week's, but somebody remind me to bring it up. How there was this, I'm not sure how it works, but I guess it was another coach that wanted the rules to be changed since Simone Biles was winning so many medals. And it was like, well, we're gonna have to change the rules because you can't have her dominating. It was like she thinks in her mind it's unfair, but it's crazy as hell. But we're not,
man. That's it, man. If that girl, let me rephrase that. If that woman it's the same way. I'm a huge Miami Hurricane fan, and people always say it all the time. If you want to stop us from dancing, don't let us get in the end zone. And so my thing is that if she gonna continue to do what she does, then guess what? Stop her. Be better than her. That's the only way how you gonna stop her. Damn. Shoot, man. Like I said, if she's able to get in and compete, then just stop her. Just stop her from winning. Tell your folks, whatever country, to do better. To stop her. But man, that woman has God-given ability, man, and like I said, she knows her body. Her body will most definitely know when it's time for her to stop and retire. So
right. We have a comment from Sleazy 2017. How do you join the chat? Let me see. You can go on my YouTube page, KillaKrane Productions, or you can go on my Facebook page, Vernars M. Scott, and it will have the link to the video there. So anytime, just look in the description. The best way is just to go on youtube.com and type in KillaKrane production. Let me see if I have a banner for that right quick. Yeah. Let's see. That's the KillaKrane Speaks On. But you can type in that, it should pull it up. Where is KillaKrane Productions? But you could just the name right there, KillaKrane, and just put productions behind it. What a head it up there. Anyway, I surely appreciate your interest in wanting to join today. There it is. KillaKrane Productions right there on YouTube. So we would enjoy your participation. We really would. So let's get on with the discussion. Oh, really quick, Marzel, really quick.
You said any what?
Hold on, let me let Malcolm in. Nephew, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Hey, glad to have you.
How's it going?
Now we really gonna have a good discussion for him. So really quick, Marzel, Malcolm, any birthday shout outs or any shout outs whatsoever?
Yeah, my son, he'll be turning 17 on Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Woo!
And then I had my youngest son, his birthday was last Friday. So
Happy birthday. Do it.
Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, I'm always glad to hear. Malcolm,
I don't have
birthday shout outs or any shout out. Sorry?
I don't have shout outs.
he said he don't have any shout outs.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it is always good to hear about hold on, where is it? Okay. It is always good to hear about birth and people being born and new lives coming into this world. Unfortunately, one life was taken from us. I believe it was this week or last week. I'm going to show you the news clippings.
Breaking right now at 4, body camera video just released of the moment a sheriff's deputy shot and killed a woman in central Illinois. The video is disturbing and the reactions are emotional from the family all the way to the White House.
Lauren Victory has been going through the video. Lauren, the situation escalated very quickly.
Well, Jim and Marie, this police encounter turns deadly in just seconds, and we need to warn viewers the body camera footage is graphic, but not right away. The officers who were called to her home spent several minutes with her gathering information about the 911 call she initially placed.
Deputies arrived to Sonya Massey's house on July 6th after she reported a possible intruder. Body camera video shows them searching her property and taking special interest in a car with broken windows. They knock at least 5 times, and Massey comes to the door, mumbling something to Deputy Sean Grayson, who responds.
Why would it hurt you? You called us.
The conversation appears to be wrapping up about a minute later.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Then deputies ask more about that car and wind up coming inside Massey's house for some questions. They notice the stove is on. Massey goes over to the pot of water, and things take a fatal turn.
Huh? Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I would rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
rebuke you in the name of
You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Deputy Grayson's body camera shows his vantage point as he raises his weapon. Massey places the pot down, puts her hands in the air, and ducks. Grayson shoots.
That may have been a little unclear to see. So Massey said something about I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and the deputy said something about you better not, I will shoot you in the face. Just minutes ago, Massey's father, James Wilburn, talked about seeing the video of what happened.
I kind of feel like, Roxanne, it's a dream. I'm going to wake up, but I just don't know kind of what to say. I saw this happen in the George Floyd matter. I saw this happen in the Breonna Taylor matter. And I had to say to God, why me? Why my child?
Her father went on to say she did have some mental health issues and at one time sought help. The Illinois State Police investigated and the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office determined the shooting was not justified. Grayson was fired and is now in custody. He's charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. I'm Lauren Victor reporting live.
All right. Y'all, let me ask this question. How the hell can you misinterpret? All she said was, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And she had the pot. Now, I believe she dropped the pot. And then she dropped on the floor and said, I'm sorry, in a scared manner. How do you interpret, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, as I'm finna throw some hot water on you? And I don't know, how sorry of a cop do you have to be if somebody... it was his time to leave anyway. It wasn't like they was after her. He could have just left. He could have grabbed a pillow, blocked the water if he did think it. But a serious misinterpretation like that, and what justifies? I don't know, shooting somebody in the head twice. None of this makes any freaking sense to me. So, anybody jump in? Thoughts on any of this?
I'm gonna jump in first. First of all, man, condolences to the family that are dealing with this. Secondly, the family was actually lied to. I think her son said something about it was. They said something else had happened. But the most important, and this is the bone chilling thing that I watched the video. I want to say as of yesterday. There's always an incident that happens every 4 years. Every 4 years, something happens with the police and somebody getting shot and killed.
I'm more than that.
Let that sink in first. Secondly, man, most importantly, you're right. There's no way in the world you can interpret what was being said for you to do the act that you did. When I watched the video the first time, I was like, okay, everything was cool, and then all of a sudden everything just went left.
Right.
And the only thing that I can sit up here and say about it is that when the cops saw that they checked out everything was fine, they should have easily walked out the door, ended the conversation. I can tell by listening to her, she was very something was not clicking with her, but still that doesn't give justification to shoot a woman. And then on top of that, they even tell you when you matter of fact, I saw it was a movie. You put your hands up, and that's what she did. She put her hands up, and so when she put her hands up, that means that she's what? Defenseless. There's nothing that she can do, and so I've spoken enough, and Malcolm and Marzell, I'm gonna let y'all have it. So I've spoken enough, so I'm done.
Well, what I'm gonna say is, first of all, I want to say condolences to her family. Secondly, this is happening way too much. The thing is with that whole situation, I watched the video. It was sent to me by a real good friend of mine. She sent it to me, and The thing is, like Lamar said, she dropped the pot of water and put her hands up, and she ducked. It's not like she was charging at the officers or anything. When you put your hands up, that's a sign of surrender. Okay, it's not a sign of aggression. It's not a sign of um, uh, being a threat to them. She put the pot down and put her hands up, and then she ducked. This guy went there with a chip on his shoulder or some kind because there was no excuse for that. That was a great example of excessive force, and it was unnecessary. And this shit happens too often. It really does. Like Lamar said, it's like every 4 years or whatever. But I think it's more often than we probably didn't know. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things that is out of our control. And we've done everything we can as a community to try to enforce the Black Lives Matter movement and all that stuff, and this shit just keeps happening.
Okay. Malcolm, your thoughts before I give some further thoughts on this?
I just think improper training, officers just be trained better situations before they step into people's houses. That's pretty much all I got to say on that.
Right. And I keep hearing this.
You didn't say much. You said a mouthful then.
Right. And I keep hearing this. They're like, well, you guys don't know how stressful it is to be a cop, and if you was in this situation. Well, number one, if you're that stressed, I've never been a police. I've been an Army soldier, and I've been in a few situations like that, being in Iraq, where it was scary and I had to make a choice on what to do. However, if you're that timid, maybe you need to take a vacation or something like that. Just I saw no indication of aggression whatsoever. They told her to take the pot off. You know what I'm saying? And now, what do you guys think about Trump and him saying that he would give, he would exonerate all policemen for this type of behavior? Or am I mistaken in misquoting him?
I hadn't heard him say anything. I hadn't heard him say anything pertaining to that period, so I can't speak on that.
Okay. Marzell, Malcolm?
Malcolm can go.
I don't have anything for that one.
Okay.
Well, what I'll say is, everybody, I don't know, when it comes to Trump, man, I don't really respect anything that the dude says or does. He's just a disgrace, in my opinion. So it doesn't surprise me anything that he says.
Okay. And we will get to him more in depth later. But as far as this shooting and the improper training, I mean, would you guys think this is an isolated incident by a disturbed police officer, or do you think this is more of a lack of police training? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the first thing that I've heard. Well, maybe it's just one police officer, and every time this happens, it's just that person, and we can't blame the entire police force and the way they trained or their stereotypes on the whole. What do you guys think about that?
I think it could be a mixture of things. I think police officers being treated. I think it could be improper training, because you do have isolated incidents all over the country, but at the same time, you just can't sit here and blame all police. When people come to Mississippi, they be more afraid of police than anywhere because of racism. You ain't never heard of nobody getting shot like that in Mississippi, because people know how to conduct themselves. I ain't gonna say people ain't never get shot, but it ain't nothing like that. But however, you do got the police officers in other states, other cities that they kind of just get through the academy. They really don't know anything. They just on the streets, because just the officer alone on the street can compare other things. These three things for a crime to occur. capability, opportunity, and intent. Just the presence of a police officer can prevent two of those. I think it's just officers getting rushed to the academy, not getting the proper training, and also people who've been in law enforcement for too long, letting negligence matriculate down the law enforcement system, so that in turn it makes the younger officers, oh yeah, if I shoot them, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Or just because somebody else shot somebody, then nothing happened to them, they really don't look at, okay, if something happens, then it might come back on me.
Right. And enough. Oh, go ahead, Marzel. You was going to say something?
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Another thing that I noticed too. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lamar.
Well, I'm gonna say this. So, if I watched the video correctly, the other cop wanted to go and get some help for for her. It was more or less like, and we've seen it like 100 times, good cop, bad cop. And so the bad cop, of course, he was the one that did the shooting. The good cop wanted to go and try to get assistance for her. He was like, well, no, don't go get assistance for her. She's DOA.
Yeah, first aid, right.
So I'm like, but I mean, as Malcolm said, as he stated earlier, this comes back to proper training. That's just bottom line. It comes to proper training, and it's also the fact that they do background checks on just about every job. Why do they not? And I find it disturbing that they don't do background checks on these people who have a history of, I mean, all of us had some type of racist, had some type of racial tendencies with us, but like these cops, it seems like that they don't do their full background check on them, and they just like, okay, I just need another body out there in the street to do whatever. So, I mean, like I said, maybe I'm speaking out of bounds, but that's just my whole thought process about it.
But this is the thing, though, Lamar, and I told you. But if you're talking about doing a background check or whatever, what if it's not there? What if they never done anything? Point. You don't understand what I'm saying? It's not done anything to the certain they're capable of doing something after they did his background check. You understand what I'm saying? What they need to do is do a mental evaluation on these people.
There it is. There it is. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because
that's it.
That's what all comes down to. This person's mental state is. Everybody, you can't give everybody power, man. And there's some police officers, people, period. If you give them a little bit of power, they don't know how they abuse it. They don't know how to use it.
Right.
And this is one of the situations where it's this person walking around with a chip on their shoulder and just waiting for somebody something so they can use what they've been wanting to do for all this time. You know what I'm saying? That lady was no threat to those police officers at all. And it was some bullshit.
Right. I'm gonna stop right here. We got a comment. Mommy and the rest of the family, yes. I don't okay. I'm not sure what part she was agreeing with, but I appreciate the comment. I really do. I'm not sure who Mommy and the rest of the family is, but I appreciate it. Sure do. And this on YouTube. Okay. Now I will say this. Y'all were talking about his background check. He was known, if I'm not mistaken, he had several DUIs, but he was still allowed to stay in the police force. And I'm wondering, like, how? You know what I'm saying? And there was something else. You mentioned about how the other officer wanted to administer first aid. And that's another thing. When the other cop is there and he sees a gun being pointed at a person for no apparent reason, why didn't he step in and say, "Hey, chill out, dude. I got this. I got this." And I mean, I don't know how much the woman weighed. She was probably like $115 something. I mean, even if she had a pot of water and if he would have picked up something hard, you know what I'm saying, and threw it at her to make her drop the pot of water, I would have understood that. But a gunshot, it's like, I don't know. It seems like when y'all talking about improper cop training, it seems like that's the only solution to everything with cops. If somebody has anything in their hands, you shoot them. You know what I'm saying? They're not trained about their nightstick or their pepper spray or any of that stuff. I mean, it just amazes me how they just want to pull out the gun and not even shoot to the legs. You know what I'm saying? But some people shoot in the air and then they'll drop whatever they got. You
You got to think about this though. Like one thing that I know about police officers is major law enforcement, they are trained to respond with the next level above. So if I arrive on a crime scene and you are already at a level 4, I'm gonna have to respond with a level 5. You know what I'm saying? I have to respond with the next level above in order to de-escalate. So I would say that they should be trained more on, because a taser, some mace, or a nightstick could have easily been used. But again, when you train to respond with the next level above, and also you live in a country where there's more guns than people, not making an excuse for them to shoot her, because they definitely shouldn't did it, and he definitely need what's coming to him. But you just gotta look at those factors too. You just can't, look at the most minuscule things. I wouldn't even say the most minuscule things, but just the bare details.
Well, I will say this, and Malcolm, I'm not sure if you're watching this live as well on another form of media, but I'm getting some feedback. It's like I can hear your voice twice or something. It's like some feedback or some kind of way. But anyway, I don't know. As a martial artist, there are so many ways that you can level somebody on the same playing field, and especially she's a $115. My condolences to the family. I don't know how much she weighed, but she didn't look like she weighed that much, which makes a great bit of difference. And even though she had a pot, like I said, even if he took a pillow or something and threw it at her and made her drop the pot of water, then I will regress and say he should have left, like Lamar was saying. I don't understand, why any weapon whatsoever would have been drunk. He could have took his billy club and threw it at her, or whatever they call it, the nightstick, Have a comment. She just came from the hospital, literally still had the hospital band on her arm. So a sickly, petite woman, you can't handle her, and that's the only way you can handle her is with a gun? Really? Seriously? It didn't need to be handled at all. They should have left. But go ahead, Malcolm.
I think he left.
I think he dropped out.
Okay. I think he was trying to get rid of that feedback too. But go ahead with that, guys.
Well, I think the pillow was. I don't think a pillow would have really done anything. I didn't have to take it to a gunshot level. Like Malcolm was saying, that you had to take it a step above to de-escalate. But I remember being in, I don't know if you guys remember the Dare back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we I remember my instructor, Officer Williams. I remember him like it was yesterday. I remember one to ask about deadly force, and he said that they are trained, they're not trained to shoot you to stop you, shoot to kill. So he advised us at an early age, never run from the police.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand either. If the cops, if you running from the cops and the cops can't catch you, I think that they should just let you go, unless he's a mad person with a gun and saying, "I'm going to kill more people." But if you're trying to catch somebody and you're not in good enough shape, or you can't get in your car and get them, I don't agree with shooting somebody deadly force to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? So if it was, I just don't see it. This whole kill in response to doing a crime. I do not agree with it, not 1%, unless it's going to cause more harm in the future. It's just too freaking trigger happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what needs to be done. Like I said, I think that y'all guys made a good point. Constant mental evaluation, and if it seems like you're stressed out all the freaking time, you don't need to be a police officer. You know what I'm saying?
Give them a office job.
Mm-hmm. Let them what you call it when you get the kids across the street in school or whatever.
With that,
right? There's plenty. A guard at the courthouse or something. I don't know. You know, but any other thoughts before we continue?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
Malcolm?
He said he good. He shaking his head. He good too.
Okay, you good. You good. Great. All right. Speaking of which, this person was also a victim of a gun violence. However, he was not killed. We are speaking about former President Donald Trump. A lot of people believe that this was actually a setup. Well, they're not saying it didn't happen. The event didn't happen. They said that in one way or another, it was a setup. Some people were saying, like, from what I understand, and they used to tell us this, I guess it was the way that they would explain how badass the Secret Service is. They would say that before the president or a presidential candidate comes somewhere, the Secret Service goes and surveys the entire area up to a mile. And they check for every vantage point to where a shooter can shoot there and shoot. So they're going to watch them spots. They're not going to watch the president talk or the presidential candidate. They're going to be looking at these spots, especially on rooftops. So you got this guy that can casually just get on the roof. I don't care if he was sneaking there. He got up on the roof, put a whole bunch of equipment up there, aimed and shot. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they got him in the end, but, you know, and a lot of people are saying that there was actually a bullet hole in Trump's, I wish I took a picture of this, in Trump's jacket or whatever, but he said he got shot in the ear. That's why those memes are coming out of him putting ketchup on his ear. Also, they said that he got shot in the ear supposedly, but the next day his ear is totally fine. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys is a comment? Oh yeah. Just go back to the police officer. He never had any remorse, even called her a crazy bitch. Oh my God. My God. We're gonna come back to that. You know, I'm sorry I didn't catch the comment before we change subjects. But thank you for all these comments, Mommy and the rest of the family. But when it comes to this whole Trump situation and this assassination attempt, what do you guys think? Anybody jump in?
Marcel, I'm gonna let you go first, man, because I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm gonna say one word: bullshit. That's what it is. That nigga get shot, man. I'm saying nigga because you don't gotta be black just to be considered a nigga, okay? He did not get shot, man. That's some bullshit. Because anybody with common sense will tell you that, okay, you go to the hood and get shot at, what's the first thing you gonna do?
What's that?
Duck. What the fuck you mean?
Well, that's obvious. I thought it was another thing you're gonna say.
No.
That's
You're
kind of
gonna fucking duck. This motherfucker got quote unquote shot in his ear, and he gonna throw up his hands and do like this. That's not somebody who got shot, in my opinion, because I'm gonna tell you something. I got shot in the ear. If I got shot in the fucking toe, I'm still ducking, okay?
What's the woman name? I was trying to think of her name that was on Harlem Nights that shot the dude in the toe when you said that.
Talking about Della Reese.
Della Reese, right? I immediately thought about that. But yeah, and the way he was throwing up his fist.
Yeah.
The Secret Service just didn't look like Secret Service to me. There was one woman, I'm not fat shaming, but I know that a government agent has to be very physically fit. She didn't look physically fit. She couldn't put the gun in a holster. She couldn't take it out. She looked like an actress. That's what she looked like. Like when I go on set and then they have us background actors and who aren't stunt workers and they just hire us for a day. That's what she looked like. We needed a take two to that. You know what I'm saying? So what you
remember for those of you who didn't watch the show, I watched the show, The Dukes of Hazzard. You remember Enos? How Enos had a hard time putting his or better yet, Barney Fife. Let's go a little bit further. Let's go a little bit further. How many of y'all used to watch the wrestling?
Oh yes.
Watch what?
Wrestling.
The wrestling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you say the Rascals or the wrestling?
Wrestling.
Okay.
WWF.
Oh, yeah.
WWF. Okay. All right. So y'all remember, like back in the day, you know, they used to say that. I mean, and apparently they still do it. Like they had the ketchup, like they'll fall out the ring and they'll put ketchup or better yet, Cactus Jack. He used to use I think he used to use a razor blade and usually it cut his forehead. Man, look on Friday nights, y'all. I still watch wrestling, but in between, I watch 2020 and Dateline. And the first thing that they have not said anything about is where is the gun shellings? Where are they?
Good point.
Where are they? They like, okay, it was multiple shots. They as you heard, it was multiple shots. So where are the gun shellings in all of this? Second of all, secondly, the doggone Trump supporters told the police, they told Secret Service, hey, this man is climbing up on this roof. What y'all gonna do? Oh, like Scooby-Doo. I don't know. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. They didn't do a damn thing. They just, because if they did, and if they really wanted to stop this, they would have done this right here. Like, hey, we got a man on the roof, blah blah blah. You know, let's get the president out. Well, you know what? I never did call Donald Trump the P word. I never did. I would always call him. I would. There's the Delta Bill.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right.
I would always call him Donald Trump. I would never call him the P word. So my whole thing is this: if they wanted to stop it, they could have stopped it. And for those of you that say I don't watch the wrestling no more, you watching the wrestling because that was fake. That was that was a hoax. It was a hoax. It was very much a hoax, and it was fake. And so, I mean, with everything that's going on, man. I mean, like, you know, and the saddest part. Here's the saddest part: the dude that got shot, and again, condolences to the family. The man that got shot. His wife said that she did not want President Biden's condolences because the guy that got killed, he was a diehard Trump supporter. Come on, man. Are you serious right now? Like, you gonna seriously sit up here and say, oh, well, I don't want your condolences. I want Trump's condolences because he was, you know, he was diehard. It doesn't matter. Right. He's the president. Biden is the president, you know, of the United States. He wanted to offer his condolences, embrace those condolences, and move on. You did not have to say anything about this man was a diehard Trump supporter. Right. Another thing, and lastly, so Trump got up there. And he you know, when he came out during the convention, he kissed the helmet and everything, but the man's name on his fighter jacket was spelled wrong. The man's name was spelled wrong, y'all.
I gotta look that up.
Like how the hell you're going to spell this man's name wrong, but you want everybody to be heartfelt. Oh, oh, Trump is showing the softer side. And then he's going to get up here and say during the speech, well, I'm only going to tell this story once. And so he was being all sentimental and stuff. And then halfway through the speech, he's going to say, well, I'm going to get back to the real me. The real me is, I love to talk about people. And a couple of days before, they was telling the president, or what the mood was. Oh, well, let's take out all the mudslinging and this, that, and the third, and let's just let's turn the volume down on the speeches and talking about people.
Yeah.
But right back, he went right back doing what he was doing. So that's if I'm a lawyer, I just spelled everything out to you. I just laid all the evidence out on the table. Exhibit A, B, C, and D. And now the defense rests. So anybody else want to chime in? You
before we get to that, I got to give the comment section a little bit of time. What Mommy and the rest of the family said, what about the people that was in the background? Nobody was ducking. They were texting and acting like nothing happened. She also put
the woman in the back, she was literally doing this, and then she ducked a little bit, and then she raised her head back. Come on, man.
Right.
Look, all of us, majority of us from Clarksdale, and when they start shooting, what we doing? We ducking. And we staying duck for quite some time until we know that the coast is clear. And as Marzell said, this man think he power to the people, and he power to his people, but he ain't power to the people. And go do this right here. And I'm like, come on, man.
Okay.
I've never seen.
Hold on. In their defense, in the Trump supporters' defense, a lot of them have mental problems, so their reaction time is not that fast. That's the reason why they didn't duck. It took them about 45 seconds to realize what's going on. They thought
45 second delay.
Hold on. Let me get out the rest of the comments before we keep on, because we got to give them a little time. Mom and the rest of the family said, yes, they did. Yes, they did. They ignored the people. Also, she said one of the cops was asking, can he take the shot? They wouldn't let him. The guy came out about. He says it, and he was saying fight. So thank you again for Mom and the rest of the family. Jump on it. Yeah. Oh, let's put Monica in right quick. Monica, go ahead right quick. I know everybody's
I'm late today. I was thinking about 7 o'clock. I forgot we was on Central Time. So what we talking about? Trump? We talking about the Trump shooting?
Yeah, it was the assassination attempt a setup.
I think that it was a setup because it seemed like everybody was too calm. He didn't get hurt, and if shot the ear, that was a lot. And then he came out with his Band-Aid on his ear. Trump, let me tell y'all about Trump. Trump is a good entertainer. He very messy. And so that's what he give the people what they want. They like mess. Biden was too boring. He was quiet. He was sick. See, Trump real messy. He put on the show for people. So that's what people like. Yeah. Okay. And it's going to be a showdown with him and Kamala. This going to be real juicy.
Malcolm, do you have anything to add to that?
She said yes, exactly. Look, she said yes, exactly.
We got some good conversation going today. Malcolm, you said you ain't got nothing to add to it?
Nah, not this time.
Okay. Continue on. Is Marzell still there? I see number black.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, y'all continue on. I believe, I'm sorry, Lamar. You had some good points and you were on a roll, but I had to let some other people get some breathing room, you know. But go ahead with what you were saying.
I mean, no problem. I mean, Marcel, you want to add anything?
Absolutely not, man. I'm done with Trump, man. I think we should go to the next subject, man. I'm tired of that dude, man.
Okay. Monica, did you have anything else that you wanted to add to the assassination attempt?
No, I don't have nothing to say about that anymore.
Thank God.
Okay. So, the next subject we're going to talk about, Mrs. Kamala Harris. Now, of course, you guys know already that Joe Biden was our president. Well, he still is. But as far as him running again for president, he says he's not doing it for various reasons, and he endorsed his vice president, Ms. Kamala Harris. Now, if she is elected president, she will be the first Black female president that we've ever had. It'd be first for females. It'd be the second for African Americans. Some people saying this is too much of a setup, and it just seems too conveniently timed at this place and time. So Lamar, you had a long-winded, and this isn't derogatory saying this. So I'm gonna let you go first, and everybody else, I want you to analyze what Lamar says about this whole Kamala thing.
You know, I hope I'm not gonna step on anybody's toes. I mean, I'm for it. Don't get me wrong. I just at times I just step back from everything and kind of look at things. You know, everything is moving very fast. Like, we have not had a chance to really breathe and take everything in. Like, we had you know, we had the debate, we had the Democratic Party that wanted, you know, that basically wanted him out. The Democrat Party got their wish. And then, let me back up. And then we had the shooting that we just got finished talking about. Then we had the Republican convention, and then, you know, even during the Republican convention, I saw a video, I heard something. I knew that Biden was going to bow out. They had kind of already said that they were getting ready to plan his speech, and this was that was Wednesday or Thursday of last week. And so they was like, yeah, so we're gonna have the announcement is gonna come by the weekend. Well, you know, Saturday didn't happen, and then Sunday, you know, Sunday morning came, and that's when the bottom fell out. But it just seemed like everything is moving fast. Like, this woman got $80 million in less than 24 hours. And not saying that it can't happen, but for me, being observant and the way how I am, I kind of look at things like, man, like, this woman did this and this at the time. Like, okay, why they couldn't do this you know, months ago? And maybe everybody had to buy in, you know, to her or whatnot. But like I said, the whole premise is that I'm not against this happening. You know, for me watching the news, because I'm a political science major, I study political science, and the way how, you know, things now with I'm watching CNN very closely now, and so it seems like everybody's on board. Obama just gave her the thumbs up today. President Obama and Michelle gave her the thumbs up today, and so it seemed like, you know, it's full steam ahead. You know, for these next 100 or so days. So right now, I'm just at a point where I'm just getting my popcorn ready, and going to watch and see how everything is gonna how everything's gonna plan out. You know, I just hope everything goes well. I hope that she handles her business when it comes to him, and basically puts him in his place when it's come time. So that's my whole spiel about it, and that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Before we continue on with the comments, I mean, Mommy and the rest of the family said people act like they don't remember Trump was having us going into active war, going over there, starting stuff with them people. Okay, thank you very much. Do anybody want to respond to that comment or anything that Lamar said?
I'll chime in on what Lamar said. I don't got nothing to say about his comment.
Please do.
I say, as far as the comment about, and what I say is until I step on anybody, I really do like say it.
Okay.
I'll be writing down what everybody say.
Good deal. Good deal.
But Mr. Air Dog, as far as raising $80 million in 24 hours or 48 hours, I mean, that's a fair observation right there. But we also got to be talking about. I mean, she's a prosecutor, a senator. Look at who she got behind her. So we ain't gonna act like it's not plausible. And then, why didn't it happen months ago? I think it didn't. My personal opinion about what I just be watching, what I be saying, I think that it didn't happen months ago because they didn't think that it was gonna turn out like they thought that everybody was just gonna roll over and be team back and not pay attention to the delegations that he's called so far. And I say, as far as the Obama endorsement, President Obama came out a couple weeks ago and was saying how Kamala is not prepared and that this happened. He actually said that. And as far as her like putting Donald Trump in his place, I ain't gonna lie to you, she's not ready to debate because she couldn't even handle Senator Tulsi Gabbard in 2019 when she was president. She got exposed on the debate stage and did not respond to anything she said. The only thing she did was deflect. She didn't acknowledge. She didn't answer any questions. All she did was deflect and say she's proud of what she's done. So as far as her debating with Mr. Trump, I would like to see how this gonna go. She couldn't even handle Senator Tulsi.
I think she's gonna be ready now, though. I think now she's gonna be ready. I mean, because you just following through the forest because you a vice president. You know what I'm saying, and you're not really expecting to really just answer questions like that. I mean, not saying that she can't, but I think that at that time she wasn't ready. I think she's gonna be ready.
But if she ran for president in 2019 and wasn't ready to debate, how can we be certain that she's gonna be ready now? And this is just all of a sudden. And she still ain't even convinced us. Her selling point to me, her only selling point to me is that she's a black woman and that she's black. What else has she done? Like, what else has she done? Tell me that.
That's a fair question, actually.
You know what? I watched the video and I can't remember everything that I heard in the video and what she's done, but I mean that's a good question. So, like I said, only time will tell. Go ahead, Marcel.
I'm gonna say this, Malcolm. I said the same thing. That Biden dropped out. I sent a text to my cousin. I sent a text to my aunt. I said, we're screwed. And they both laughed. And she's like, my aunt was like, well, we still out the woods. I think she has a good chance. What I'm going to say, man, I don't give a fuck if Flavor Flav and Lil Boosie is running for president against Trump. I vote for Trump. I will be voting for Lil Boosie and Flavor Flav, okay?
I ain't lying. How old did your son turn? Like 7, 8 years old or something?
My son?
Yeah.
Yeah, he turned 8. And then
I vote for him before I vote for Trump.
Right. Trump will not be getting my fucking vote. I'm sorry. To be honest with you, man, like I was surprised that he won in 2019. I was surprised because I thought for sure when he was going around here talking about grabbing by the pussy that his campaign was over, and he
Right.
still won. How the fuck you gonna go around and talk about grabbing women on the pussy and you still win? How?
Yeah, I mean that is true, but it ain't like on the stage. And this ain't defense for him. I'm just saying it ain't like you can't take locker room conversation. That's just like me taking something that you told me in private and then on the stage again. Like,
but at the same time, Malcolm, if Obama would have slipped up and said some shit like that, he would have won. I don't think so.
Right. But Malcolm did. You both brings up some good points. Both of you did. But I will kind of go with what Malcolm said. We all said and did some crazy stuff when we were younger. Although he wasn't that young though when he said that. You know, I will jump back. I'm jumping back and forth here. But you know what I'm saying? We all have our private conversations and stuff like that. And so when he said it was locker room talk, I mean, we're men. We've heard other men say, yeah, I went out with her last night and I had her dangling from the ceiling fan. You know what I'm saying? We some men say stuff like that and we don't really mean it. It's just noise talking. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, he was, how old was he? We said that like 50-something years old. I don't know. I'm just trying.
Man, Donald Trump lost 34-0. Donald Trump lost 34-0. 34-0.
34-0.
I said Donald Trump lost 34-0.
Okay, listen to this though. Now, this is some information that my cousin shared with me. They said there was 100 and I think it said 94 presidential historians, and all 109 of them said that Trump was the worst president ever by statistics. Okay, so that's almost 100 motherfucking percent. That's over 90% of historians say he was the worst president. Man, come on, man.
Well, I can agree on that one. Mommy and the rest of the family said he's held to a certain standard. I guess you're talking about Obama. Trump always saying crazy stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you guys think?
I mean, they say the same shit about Joe Biden. They said the same shit about Obama. They say the same shit no matter who in office. He the worst president.
Yeah.
They say the same shit every year. So I mean, I ain't, like I said, this ain't an attack, but I'm gonna have to negate that. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's see. Oh, she said I'm talking about Trump. Okay.
Sure. Was Trump he the worst president? You know, we heard that about Bush. Everybody, a lot of people didn't like Bush.
That's a good point. I ain't gonna lie to you. I miss Bush.
No, we don't. No.
I would take Bush again over Trump. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would.
Well, with Bush, we did have a No Child Left Behind Act. You know, his wife was responsible for doing that. Now the children everybody just been held by the gate. So that's the one thing that I guess came out of it. Trump has been the most entertaining president. I can't believe that he's able to get away with some of the stuff he's been doing and carried away with this. It's I don't understand that.
I mean,
I understand. Go ahead.
I said we can say the same thing about Biden. He the only nigga to do coke in the White House and nobody's talking about it. Like what? What's going on? Like what are we really talking about?
I'm sure some of the presidents engaged in illegal drug activity.
Yeah, you probably right about that. But him and his son on the news. Yeah. What?
And we had one president who did not have sexual relations with that woman. Remember that?
See, there you go. See, there you go. See, there you go.
I would take him over Trump.
He said Trump hits below the belt all the time. Didn't he make a racist comment to a Native American in public, calling her Pocahontas or something?
Man,
I
this
think
man
so.
make several racial comments, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be the downfall. The downfall of his candidacy is going to be his freaking VP. His VP is gonna mess him up.
You talking about
You
JD
think
Vance?
so?
Yes,
Why you say that?
because he ain't already pissed people. I mean, come on, man. This man has made a statement talking about women, basically saying so many words, women not women if they don't have children. Who says that?
But I'm saying, but you gotta look at why he was saying that. He was speaking on that particular comment. I believe the context in which he was speaking that on is how the left is passing all these laws as far as the LGBT community. And he was saying that men shouldn't have the same rights as women. You know what I'm saying? You're not a woman if you can't have a baby. That's the context he was saying it in. But a lot of people take that context and try to make it something else.
Yeah, right. I totally understood what he said when he said it.
Yeah,
but you know how the alphabet people be sometimes, man. You gotta watch.
Man, you can't say nothing about them alphabet folks, man. Shit, you better walk a thin line like there's some ice outside when that ice.
But this administration is, I ain't gonna lie, people be talking about they're afraid of the youth turning into the new alphabet community and how the alphabet community is affecting the youth. This administration is empowering it.
You know, this will be a great topic. Every time I bring it up and ask certain people, I'm not going to bring up any names, but they be like, we're going to be counseled on the first day. I actually think it would be so healthy if we could address the LGBTQIA point of view. And if any of you who are watching who are part of the LGBTQIA, I invite you to be on here. I will moderate as evenly as I can, but I do think this is so important because there's a lot of things when it comes to it, like I did, you know, a lot of people don't realize there's a difference between sex and gender. There's a lot of stuff I still don't understand, and I can't accept at this time because I just don't understand it, you know, about the 72 genders and the, you know, it's a lot of stuff. But like I said, there are a lot of people who will probably change their mind if we have these open discussions, and I will moderate as good as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Monica, you the woman in all of this. You the only woman on this panel. How do you think? What is your thoughts? Because I want to know your thoughts about this.
Good point.
On the alphabet community?
No, on Camilla overall, on Miss Harris overall.
Oh, I think
the alphabet. Well, the LGBTQIA. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Camilla situation. Let me tell you, Black women have accomplished some wonderful things in the world, and we have been the first to do this, and we've been the first to do that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But she's been very, very quiet the whole presidency. We haven't heard a lot about her. I mean, not too much. She pops in, pops there. It's like, okay, bam. It's like bam, bam, bam. So I'm rooting, and it's a great accomplishment. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I got one thing about the LGBT community and Black women. I say, as far as Kamal Harris getting those votes, if Black women come together and vote for Kamala Harris, the LGBTQIA, whatever, Alphabet Mafia, they're going to follow right behind Black women. If Black women say we are not doing it, the LGBT, whatever, going to follow right behind them. So I think the Black women got a lot of say-so over that particular community because all LGBTQIA, whatever, they want to be Black women, Black, white, Mexican. They all want to act like y'all. That's facts. So
okay, I think you have to explain that one to me.
If we can get the Black people out to vote, now that's the next thing that people are gonna do, because the state and local voting didn't go too good.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't.
Right.
I mean, the state of Mississippi. What is that? A couple of months ago, we thought that some black people had some positions in the bag, especially with the mayor, the running for the mayor. And guess what? The people didn't go vote.
Right,
So I think if people get out and vote, she may win.
I do want to say this before anybody say anything. Hold on. Lamar on his podcast in a few weeks, he's going to talk about this. So I don't want to bridge over on the importance of voting unless he wants to. I do want to stop right quick and address something. Mommy and the rest of the families, she said when I said 72 genders, it looked like they have a frowning face. I'm not sure if you believe I was being disrespectful. I believe it's more than 72 genders, if I'm not mistaken, that the LGBTQIA says existed. So it's not being derogatory. That's what I heard from the last time. There was supposed to be 72 genders. So I want to make that point. Now, I will hand it over to Lamar because, like I said, I don't want to bridge over my podcast into his. So he's, when it comes to voting or whatever, I'm gonna let him take this over, and you can say as much or as little as you want to in this subject.
Well, I think that what's going to happen is by her being a part of a sorority, I think she's going to most definitely get the Divine Nine together. And they're going to most definitely come together, and they're going to try to vote people who were kind of like on the fence or didn't want to vote. She's going to probably pull them over too as well. I think it's going to be very important for getting the message out to vote. I think that when they have this debate, and if I'm mistaken, are they scheduled to have this debate September the 10th? Am I correct with saying that?
I thought it was in August because JD Vance was saying how he was upset that how he was promised a debate with her, and now they're trying to figure out who he's going to debate. So I don't know if they're going to debate her or him and her or Trump and her.
Well, I think whenever they have this debate, I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be the one that's going to set it off. And whoever does great, more likely they're probably going to win. So we're going to see. I mean, like I said, right now, it's just a wait and see. I just got my popcorn ready. I'm popping in and I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen next. So
this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say, man. What's going to all boil down to is who Kamala picks as her vice president. That's what's going to really boil down to. And she's going to have a strong candidate vice president. She's definitely going to have someone that's going to be strong. That's going to make the biggest difference, to be honest with you. Like Monica said, we haven't seen a lot of what she's capable of doing because after they won, she kind of just went in the background and you haven't heard much from her. So we don't know what her strengths are and her weaknesses. But like I said, in 2020, she didn't do well. But I can say this. She's had 5 years, okay? 5 years to get her shit together. The time is now, so we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That is an excellent point. Excellent. Her vice president, or whoever she picks as her vice president, really will decide that. We need to know that as soon as possible because that gives us an idea of the platform of this person, the combination of what we're going to get. So, God, that is such a good point you just made. Very excellent. I'm going to back up a little bit. Mommy and the family, she said that when I said about the 72 genders, she was saying, no, I'm saying that's not possible. Then she made a comment that said the LGBTQIA is delusional and trying to play God too much. Thank you for that. You definitely need to be a guest on the podcast when I talk about this. I'm going to add that I was going to do 2 subjects for next week, which we'll get into announcements later. So I got to decide whether I'm going to talk about that or when I'm going to talk about the other thing, which I'm announce later. But thank you for that. Go ahead, guys.
I want to bounce off. What did you say, Mister? With the hat? I can't see your name.
Marzel.
Montel. What did you had said something earlier? Oh, you said she had 5 years to get her stuff together. But I say, okay, yeah, she had 5 years to get her stuff together. But what has she done in those 5 years? Other than fuck it up.
What I'm saying is, she had 5 years of experience to be able to answer some of these questions and get answers on policies and all that stuff from her being under Biden for the last 5 years. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I mean. She didn't have no experience when she tried to run for president, but she's had experience with someone who was in the White House for a total of 12 years.
And then another thing, like when she got voted in as one of the first female senators and stuff like that, she didn't even put she was black on the paper. So I don't even know why black people rushing up behind her. On the paper, it say Indian. It don't say shit about being black. She didn't even put it down. So I don't understand why black people stayed following up behind her goddamn ass and she ain't even did shit. Just being honest. It's not to say I'm against her or I'm for Trump or anything. I'm just trying to lay the facts out and understand. Why should I be? Why should I be for her? Why should I be for Trump? Based on the research I'm doing, she ain't did shit for me to be for her.
Like I told you, I will vote for Flavor Flav or Little Boosie. Okay.
Hey, listen. I'm in favor of when gas was $1.57. Not gonna lie, I'm in favor.
However, you got to understand, Malcolm, 9 times out of 10, when somebody says, well, during this presidential term, things got terrible or it got better when they was there, usually it's a reflection of the president that came before, because you can't, within a year or two of somebody's presidency, you can't make that that big of a change. You know what I'm saying? So if things were good during Trump's reign, then it was because of Obama and the seeds he laid. I'm not an Obama supporter, but I'm just saying that's how things went.
It's like playing cards. You are basically dealing with the cards. You're making the best out of the cards that you have in your hand. That's what it is.
I can agree with that, but I also say he was told if you do this, this is gonna happen. With Biden, same shit, and it just got worse and worse and worse. Like he has done some fucked up shit. I think it was like 2 years ago, 2022. The Democrats passed like a 1,700-page bill and didn't give the Republicans enough time to read it. It abolished some of the rights of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and teachers in the school system, and nobody's talking about it. So, like, he has done plenty of fucked up shit, but it's just so goddamn covered up because all he talking about is motherfucking Medicare and medicine and the black people when he was calling us super predators back in the day. Nobody ain't talk about that because I ain't forgot about it.
Right. So, Mommy and the rest of the family says, I seen some stuff that was made me say, oh, I didn't know she did that. TikTok got some fact of what Kamala did. What's that, rude about it?
Wowed about it.
Oh, okay. Punctuation would be helpful. I'm not being derogatory. I appreciate the comment. It's just kind of hard for me to follow along without punctuation. But that's fine. I appreciate the comment. I really do. Love you very much for these comments. Hey, so, does anybody want to respond? Yes.
Hey, Scott, I got to get up out of here, man. Dinner time.
I appreciate you, brother. Brother, I really do appreciate you and all the help. Once again, guys, if you like the intro, it was because of all the tips that Lamar right here, the L Dog, gave me. So you want to thank anybody, thank him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Malcolm. Hey, I want to have you on my podcast, brother. I really do. We're gonna kind of have like a continuation of this. It's not gonna be too much of a continuation, but it's gonna be a continuation. So, man, I like your intellect, man. Like your intellect. So, hey, let's link up soon.
Hey, hold on. Before you go, you got to tell the people about your podcast and what's it going to be about next week and everything like that.
Well, actually, won't be back next week. I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll be talking about education and voting. I think that's going to be key. Education is, of course, with school starting back and everything. Voting also. Going to have Mr. Joseph McKee to come on, and he's going to talk about economics and having kids learn at an early age where to put their money, how to, with their finances and everything. So I think that educational piece, and then I'm planning to have teachers on too as well, educators, to speak about different programs. And like I said, my podcast right now is not about. Yes, it is, and it will forever be about the information, but it's going to also be about linking up and most definitely communicating outside of the podcast. And that's where we want to get to. Whereas like right now, Monica did not know Marzell, did not know Mr. KillaKrane until, had her on my podcast. And so right now it's going to be about linking up and stay in the communication. And I can go in depth about it, but I'm not. But I'll be back in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'll be back in 2
Well,
weeks.
I know you got to go too, but just in case you could say, no, I don't want to comment real quick. The last thing that I was going to talk about before we get into movies and reviews, Project 2024, 2025, do you think Trump has something to do with it? What do you think about it? I know it's hundreds of pages long. Just any quick thoughts that you want to give to it.
I don't know. I don't know if he has anything to do with it or not. But I will say this: people who have been under his tutelage probably has something to do with it, and so they pretty much kind of like. I think they probably. I'm gonna say that they might have, or our favorite word, allegedly, might have done had some inkling on, had some influence on the writing of this. And so I will most definitely do my due diligence and do my homework and make sure that I can come with a better answer, when it comes to it. But as of right now, I can't really speak on it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you. I know you got to get going, and we're going to continue the conversation. But thank you very much, sir. Tell your wife I said hello, and we will see you in a couple of weeks, probably.
All right. Y'all have a blessed night.
You too, sir.
All right.
All right. Now, next, Monica. I have not heard your lovely voice in a while. So tell me about Project 2020. Is it 25 or 24?
25.
25. Your opinions, your conspiracies, anything?
I'm gonna be honest. I have not read it. I've heard people talk about it, but I have not read it. From what I could hear about it, I mean, what happens if Kamala wins? If Kamala wins, is it going to go away? Is it still going to take place? I do know that the kindergarten, what is it, pre-K, daycare, child care centers is on the line. I did hear about that. And a lot of stuff is centered around education, from my understanding. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just trying to make it a day to day. It's so much stuff in Mississippi to worry about until I ain't even read that document. But if it does take effect, Mississippi is gonna get really hit even worse, harder. It's really gonna affect Mississippians.
Okay. Yeah. Malcolm. Okay, there he is. Yeah, sounds like we got the drum line.
It ain't.
Yeah,
me.
my son.
Wow.
My son just got a drum set, and he is in there practicing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I love to encourage the little kids to have an activity other than the swipity phone that people own all day. So I would say, well, I won't tell him to quit because I really want the kids to be active. thank you for that comment. I want to talk about your organization too, the Enlightened organization that you have, and about Mississippi. I want to do another podcast. I don't know if you saw the one where we talked about Mississippi and Clarksdale and Memphis back in the day and what needs to be done. We might do a part 2 to that. And I think you'd be a perfect candidate. I'm trying to get Dave Houston too. He is a great person who I want to speak to. But to get back to Trump, the 2025.
Okay.
Project 2025. Anybody else want to join in?
I think a lot of people don't be understanding that some of these people that's passing Project 2025, like they already in like the Senate stuff, like based on the Senate meetings and stuff that I've been watching. What was his name? Gene Hamilton. He proposed a lot of pages in 2025. And while it is like a Republican proposed thing to pass, Trump ain't said shit about Project 2025. He done said everything about Agenda 47, though. Like, if you go on his website, if you go on his YouTube page, if you go on what he just be talking about and look up Agenda 2047, he ain't said nothing about Project 2025. He has said it is some things in there that I would like to see happen, and also some things in there that I would like to see put out. So I ain't gonna say it, but he wasn't the one that came up with Project 2025.
Okay. We have a guest, D. Am I correct in saying that, D? Hello? D?
What up, Bernard? What up, Bino?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, nothing, man. At work, I seen y'all doing y'all thing up in here, so I just popped in.
Oh, cool. Now, Malcolm was just talking about Project 2025. And Malcolm, for those of us who don't know, you said the agenda. What was that? I'm sorry.
Agenda 47.
Explain that real quick to Delsky right quick. And Delsky's going to pop in. I'm going to let him speak real quick on the last 4 subjects. But explain that to us, please.
Agenda 47 is basically the things that Trump is going to push for, like, say, for instance, hypothetical. If I'm Trump the day I get in office, Agenda 47s are the things that he's saying gonna happen immediately, and it is none of those things that are in Agenda 47 are in Project 2025.
Oh, I see. So there's no overlap. Okay.
No.
Gotcha. Delsky.
What up?
Start with this subject, and then I'm gonna get on the other subjects and see if you can give some quick insight.
I haven't really been paying attention to that 2025 stuff yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ain't got nothing to speak on that one.
All right. Well, let me just do a real run through because we got about 25 minutes left. Trump's assassination attempt. Do you think it was a setup?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna get into more details. What about Kamala Harris running for president? Do you think this was timed and sort of like a setup as well?
Yeah, it could be, but I don't believe she's gonna win though.
Okay, you don't think she win?
Nah.
All right. Sonya Massey, the police shooting.
Horrible. That's just horrible right there.
Okay. So let me let you have the floor. These 4 subjects. Which one would you like to speak on real quick and give some insight about?
You got to really hear my opinion right now because I'm at work and I'm just trying to be low key.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Man, I just appreciate you getting on, brother. Really, I am, man. Trying to hold in on my excitement for you getting on here. But I guess any other thoughts on any of this, guys, or anything that you guys would have thought about? And as well, D, one thing that we brought up in this discussion is I want to have a podcast. We talk about the LGBTQIA, and I don't want it to be one-sided, but I want to get some perspectives. So if you know anybody that falls in those categories, I need them to be on. As a matter of fact, I won't have it unless I have at least 2 members from the LGBTQIA, but you're more than happy to join on that. So do you have any thoughts on this?
On what, the LB, the community?
Yes, the community as a whole.
Uh, I don't have a problem with them. They do what they do. I do what I do.
That's an excellent perspective, to be honest with you. um, anything else before we move on to the next subject? Okay, doesn't seem like we have it. This is the fun time where we talk about, does anybody have any movies, TV shows, video games, anything positive? Yes, go ahead, Monica.
I hope y'all don't hear the drums too bad. My mom and my daddy just came and dropped this drum set off. And let me tell you, they put it together and now they're gone and they left me with the noise.
They were smart.
Okay, so did y'all see the movie, the Tyler Perry movie, Divorce in Black? I just watched it last night and I was like, ooh, that was kind of bad to me because that's real life shit. It reminded me of my damn marriage.
That was good. That was a good movie.
He wasn't beating on me though. He wasn't beating on me though. He wasn't beating on me. But it was real. That was a real. It was a real. You know. It was like wow. The beginning of the movie, how the beginning of the movie started when they took the man out the casket, and it was like, oh.
Yeah.
So this is my question. It's either people say it was absolutely terrible or absolutely good. And if I'm not mistaken, it got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, which Rotten Tomatoes is 0% in my book. You know, I don't know how they come up with their little numbers, but so you said it was good, right?
I won't say that it was just a movie to me. It was a movie with highs in it, and I won't say it was good. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. It was a movie. I won't say it's bad. I won't say that it's bad. Now, Bad Boys 3, to me, all the Bad Boys 3 movies I just love, so I would say they're good. But a movie like that, it was kind of touchy to me.
So it's one of those movies you haven't internalized yet and made your decision on whether you like it or not?
No, just like the movie, the Taraji P. Henson movie. What was it called? It was about marriage too. What was the name of that movie?
Are you talking about hold on. Acrimony or
yeah. So it reminded me, it was another movie about black marriages just dwindling down. And that's not something I really like to see, you know, because you try to fight for marriage all mushy, mushy. But she killed the man at the end of the movie. She had to kill him.
Oh, spoiler alert, but yeah, I appreciate the comment.
This is what I say about that movie.
Y'all saw the movie?
Which one? The Tyler Perry
movie. How many of y'all saw it?
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Okay.
Not much of a Tyler Perry type fan, but I'll catch up to it if somebody says it's good. It seems to be and the reason why I haven't watched many Tyler Perry films, I do have respect for him. I know I bash him all the time, but I have high respects for the gentleman. Huh? Okay, I guess that's Walmart. But anyway, hold on. She said, not me. But what are you saying? Not me, like you don't have I guess respect for Tyler Perry. It's fine either way. But I just need some
he was in Clarksdale. He was in Clarksdale a few weeks ago. You ain't gonna watch that movie when it come out about he was at the Blues Museum, not Blues Museum, Ground Zero down there shooting some. So Clarksdale gonna be in the next movie whenever it drops.
Right. I mean, I watch certain. I was like, go ahead.
Yeah, this is the thing. The thing that I don't like about Tyler Perry, what throws me off about him is that, you know, he always gets people who overact all the time. You know, I think being funny is something that it has to be natural. You don't have to try to be funny. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what takes it away from a lot of his characters in his movies, is that he makes them or he attracts actors that try to overact and be funny. Being funny is something that comes natural, okay? And that's what I don't like about his productions most of the time. But I will say this movie, you know, he has some shocking moments in the movie. I'm not going to go into details of what particular scenes because I know some people haven't seen it, but I'll say that first scene it had me engaged because I'm like, I can't believe that they did that. But in true Tyler Perry fashion, he does some wild stuff in the movie or makes the movie have some crazy twists, but sometimes he has a tendency of being predictable. And
Yes.
that's what kind of makes most men not like Tyler Perry stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it's always it's always the dark skinned guy is the villain, and the light skinned handsome guy is the one who comes and save him. You know,
But
which
he
I
wasn't
can't
acting.
because I'm a handsome light skinned guy myself. So you know what I'm saying, I don't mind that being a narrative, but it's always that way. You know what I'm saying? The only
Right.
time I seen that narrative didn't take place is when in Daddy's Little Girls, when Idris Elba was the good guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, but at the same time, like I said, it was a decent movie. It was a good watch. But like I said, you know, Tyler Perry, he just
But Marzell,
huh?
he wasn't acting. He was playing the real life him.
Talking about who? Idris Elba?
Now the heartache dude.
Oh, that's how he really was.
Yeah,
Mm,
that what Tia said.
yeah. One thing that I didn't like, I guess I for the longest why I didn't like Tyler Perry movies, and it was around the Terry McMillan time. I hate movies that look binary. Like, and I've experienced in one way or another different domestic violence situations, and movies make it seem binary. Like you have the woman who is totally innocent, not doing anything, being the sweetest wife, and you have the guy with the wife beater on, drinking alcohol, and he comes and beats her up, you know, kind of like in that Diary of a Mad Black Woman. And she was like, I gave you the best years of my life. And, you know, out of the blue, I don't like you. You know, I don't like that type of thing. I've seen and heard of many different scenarios where the woman is 100% the aggressor, or sometimes it's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why, one of the reasons why I didn't like Tyler Perry films, because of the binary nature of, and I know that women go through a lot of domestic violence situations, but it's always two sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? Plus the fact that he don't do nothing but relationship movies. And the one time when I had ultimate respect for him is when he did that Star Trek movie. And that actually made me feel proud to be a black man when he was the admiral that was up there in front of talking to Captain Kirk. That made me feel proud of him. Even when he did the Ninja Turtle movie and he was uh what was it, Baxter Stockman, he still made me feel proud to be a black man. But it's just, you know, this whole shtick that he does every time. And like I said, I don't like all these the theme of the relationship movies that they have nowadays. So that's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from him. He's highly successful, and I'm not taking that away from him. I have respect for him because of that. It may end up that my books that I write, the only person who's going to make a movie out of it is probably Tyler Perry. So I can't say too much. I might bite the hand that feeds me. So I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts before we move on?
Yeah, I don't really have anything, man. But actually, I got to get on out of here, bro.
Okay. Did you see Cobra Kai?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, you haven't seen it?
I finished it last night.
You finished it last night?
Yeah.
Okay. Please watch Cobra. I'm being spoiler free here. Okay. But
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Don't tell me nothing.
okay. Well, let me let you bow out, man. Do you have any shout outs, any projects you're working with, the podcast that you was working with the young lady?
Yeah, I'm still doing I'm still working on it. I don't know how things are gonna go because one of the co-hosts is super busy right now, and the other one she's starting back school this week coming up, so I had to see how things go, man. But I really want to try to get it started because I just feel like that's my calling. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'll see how things go, man.
Okay. If you need any help, man, just holler at me, brother.
You know I will, man. Talk to you later, man.
All right, holler at you later, brother.
All right, y'all. Take care.
All right, Marcel.
All right.
Monica, you still there?
Monica.
Man. Huh? Okay. You said you saw Cobra Kai already?
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, they only released half the season.
Yep.
You want to attempt to have a real quick spoiler-free talk? Because we got 12 minutes.
We can try.
I will say that for my Taekwondo family, there is an icon, an emblem that will be in there that represents. And for those of you who don't know, Cobra Kai, the martial art that they teach is called Tang Sudo. And the one I got my black belt in, my Taekwondo family, is Mudu Kwan, which is part of the same family. It's actually Taekwondo. It's not karate, as they say, Karate Kid, but they actually, it could be Korean karate. But be looking out for that from my Taekwondo family.
I thought you were talking about a person. I was looking.
No, not a person.
I was like, I don't see nobody from the class.
Nope. I wanted to be in Creed 3. I didn't want to be, because I said if I couldn't be a principal actor in the Karate Kid franchise, I don't want it. So I did my thing in Creed 3. So yeah, but your thoughts real quick.
I always was intrigued into Cobra Kai when it first started, because I always wanted to see where they were gonna go with it.
Mm-hmm.
The last season right now, I knew what was gonna happen after she I almost said something.
Ain't
it? Oh crap! You can't really say nothing, but man, you can't really say nothing about it. I mean, it's good. Everybody knows it's good. They did what they needed to do with that show.
So you weren't disappointed in the first half of the final season of this series? You're not disappointed?
No. I know it's gonna go somewhere.
Is there? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, well, I can't really ask this because it's only half the season. I was going to say, is there something they could have done extra that you can think of? But we don't know. They might do it in the last few episodes. So
right, yeah, you gotta wait till the whole thing go and play through.
Right. So we're gonna stop here because I was finna let something slip as well, and you almost let something slip as well.
It's hard.
Right. Monica's back. So we were talking about Cobra Kai. Have you watched the series?
No, I'm trying to concentrate and keep my mind sane with this drums.
but I'm so happy that he has an activity. I'm gonna just be redundant. A lot of kids. I know. I'm gonna have to cash up you some money for some Advil, some Tylenol, huh?
See, I'm a quiet person. I kind of like quietness a lot. So I guess this is trying to wake me up. I'm having to learn how to deal with a lot of noise. I'm the type of person, I'll go out in public, I'll talk to people, but I got to go back to my quietness. So I guess it's going to teach me how to deal with,
Okay. Speaking of dealing, y'all both from Clarksdale. So I want you to tell me about the organization and how it's going to help Clarksdale out. And then Fidelsky, I want you to respond to what she says.
Okay. Let me make sure he be quiet for 1 second. Hold on, okay? Hey, Rylan.
Know how them kids is, man.
So the organization, it is an organization to teach children about humanities, You know,
What's the name of it? I'm sorry.
everybody get along. The acceptance of everybody. Humanities is just everybody get along as one. No discrimination. Sometimes we can discriminate. Black people can discriminate against other Black people. I have dealt with it in my life. So diversity and inclusion. I mean, accept all kind of people. Since being back in Clarksdale, I see so many different types of people. I was like, wow, we got these type of people, this kind of people, and so I'm excited because I get a chance to meet different people of all kinds of sort. Music, history. Kids don't know who is Rick Ross. I asked some kids one day, I said, how many of you can name me 5 musicians from Clarksdale?
Pretty much everybody.
No, some of them do it. Black history. I asked some kids about, tell me what is slavery. Tell me who is Harriet Tubman. Tell me some kids they don't know. Who is Chuck Espy? I asked them who is the mayor of Clarksdale. Surprisingly, they didn't know. So this organization is to teach kids about who's who around the Mississippi Delta, not just the Mississippi Delta, but also the state of Mississippi. Who is Congressman Benny Thompson? Who is Bill Luckett? We don't want to leave anybody out. Who is Jim Henson? He is right up the road. He's responsible for the Muppet Babies. You know, all the kids, know about the Muppet Babies.
My favorite Saturday morning cartoon.
Yep. All right. I love Animal for some reason because Animal just didn't give a shit. He was just wild, and he was just who he is. He's like, I don't care about none of y'all bougie folks. Kermit was kind of bougie. He was bougie. If you want to think about it, Kermit was bougie. Then Miss
Piggy got Kermit like that.
Oh, Miss Piggy thought that she was the shit. So we can decipher. She did. Come on, let's be real.
You ain't lying. Kermit.
And she loved her from Kermit.
You got something against my boy from my home planet, Gonzo?
Gonzo? Let me tell you, Gonzo. He was his own person, and I felt like he wasn't.
She froze.
Oh crap!
She froze in time. Time to go back in time.
I know, right?
She froze in time.
Oh man, she was getting into it too.
Yeah, but it's a nice idea. I mean, what she was talking about though, a great idea. It's gonna be hard, but
shit, you could tell black people from Clarksdale to get off the couch. That's hard for them just to get outside the house. So. Oh, and I wanted to have another discussion. I don't know if you be down, but I'm gonna do a part 2. I don't know. Did you participate in the one where we talked about Memphis and Mississippi? And the way it was back in the day and where it's going? Oh, yeah, I want to talk about that. Monica, please come back on. I need to know the name of the organization. I didn't get the name of the organization. Yeah, man. So that's kind of what I wanted to that's what I was segueing into, to talk about, all the history of Mississippi that we don't know about. Who did you name that she didn't name from Mississippi?
What, artists?
Artists, movie stars, authors.
Soulja Boy. Yeah, movie star. It's a few. I used to know some movie stars, but I ain't been into that lately, so I can't name no them right now. But a bit, like I told you, it's a lot of people who from Mississippi who just don't claim Mississippi.
Yeah, that's true. Nate Dogg, for the longest, he was saying, I'm from Long Beach, but he.
And every day he was at the Kahoma Community College when he came back.
Right. I met him that day when I was working at China Garden. I don't know if it's still there. I don't think China Garden in Clarksdale no more.
No.
It's not.
No, a lot of crap gone from it. Clarksdale, boy. I went back down there a few months ago, boy. So that's so horrible down there.
Is it?
I like, man, they losing every day down there. But I seen a post talking about they finna bring some jobs up there over there.
Is it?
Man, that was a little poster here, man. We gonna see.
Yeah, because man, we was talking about that the last podcast about Memphis. We was talking about Magic Castle Arcade and
Magic Castle Arcade, boy.
You remember that, bro? Oh shit, man.
Capcom versus Street Fighter, boy.
What you say? What you say? And so let me get my girl back on here. There she go.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, Enlightened to Heighten. That's the name of it. So
yeah. So it's an organization that I am not judgmental of. It's just to try to do stuff. Leadership development. I just don't want to focus on kids all the time because there are a lot of adults who need to know information too. A lot of adults don't know some things. I don't know everything, but it's just who's who and what's what in Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good idea. Very, very good idea.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just not focused on because you go to the county.
Oh, she froze in time again.
Oh my God. Right when she was saying some good stuff. I'm gonna do a podcast and just talk about, like what Lamar was doing. He's trying to integrate with different people on different stuff. And what she's doing is so wonderful. And I hate it, really hate it that she's frozen right now. Damn. But yeah, we gonna get into this. Would you be down for a second part of Clarksdale Memphis discussion?
Man, I am I just got to find a way to get on it.
Right, because your schedule kind of tight.
Boy.
I can because you up north, right? You don't have to give your location.
Who?
Are you central or are you?
I'm central. Yeah, I'm central. I'm in Dallas, man.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to figure out a way because a lot of people want to get on, but because of the time frame, I might have to do it a little bit later, maybe. But yeah, this has been a great discussion. If you have any ideas, or if anybody has any ideas for my next podcast, one of the ones I wanted to do, this is a little playful. I told people I was going to do it before, but this will be more designed. It's going to be called, Do You Want the Black Card? So it's for those who do not have melanin in their skin, but the black card. So they will have one black mediator. It's kind of like Ask a Friend, but it's just fun. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it offensively or anything, but either that or we'll talk about the LGBTQIA and the concerns some people have. You can always, for those of you who are watching, if you can go to my YouTube channel, it's KillaKrane Productions, KillaKrane Productions. You can go to KillaKraneProductions@gmail.com, which is my email address, and Vinaris, Vinaris, KillaKrane Productions. That's my Instagram, Vinaris, KillaKrane Productions. This is something you might like, Fidelsky. Usually on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, I haven't done it in a while. I have tons of old school video games. So if y'all have a video game y'all want me to play, we was talking about Magic Castle Arcade. And I bought, hold on, let me show you. This thing right here, it plays over like 250 old school games. What'd you say?
I said, yeah.
It plays all those old school games we was at in Magic Castle. So, if y'all want me to play those, if you have not checked out my books on Amazon, I have 2 books out called Planet Furball and the Heretic Kitten. Another one, Blackjack and the Beanstalk. Okay. Those are my 2 books on Amazon. I'm trying to do, I'm just now getting to do a voiceover. Okay, so I got the equipment. A lot of stuff in my divorce has finally simmered down so I can get on this again. Check out my boy Flavor in Your Ear podcast, Lamar Hicks. That's his information. Anything else? My boy Barrington Marsons. Check out his movie Abiding on Tubi. He's the one that helped me with The Legend of Gomeroi. My girl Love Atia Experience. She has a podcast on YouTube. I think that's about it. Do you have any shout outs, D?
No, man. Shout out to Clarksdale. You know what I'm saying?
Clarksdale.
Hometown.
Yeah, man. I want to thank all of my hosts. I hope I can remember everybody. Okay, of course, you, D. I want to thank you. I want to thank Monica. I want to thank Lamar. I want to thank Malcolm. And I want to thank my boy Marzell. So shout out to all of you. If I always check, I'm sorry.
And I said, next time you see Marcel, ask him, do he remember when he thought he could beat me in basketball?
Emotional damage. I'm gonna bring that up too. We're gonna have a session where we just me, you, Alex, Wayne, all of them. What's it? God, who else was in our squad, man? Robert and Clifford Jones. All of them boys, Joe and John. Man, we're gonna get together and we're just gonna talk crap and talk about when we
I'm gonna get kicked out the net.
We're gonna incriminate everybody.
Boy, everybody gonna be like, man, just don't post it. Don't do it.
Come on, the statute of limitations in the past.
Woo. Let's hope so.
I'm telling you, we're gonna have some fun on this goddamn podcast. I think I gave all the shouts out to everybody. The next podcast, if y'all have any ideas for the podcast, let me know. Please go on YouTube or my Facebook page. I'm on Facebook damn near every day. Instagram whenever the hell I feel like it. And I try to post. I have some fan fiction. Like I got a new one coming out about Family Matters. What would the episode be like if they did it today? I have the 3 seashells on Demolition Man, just a lot of stuff. So if y'all have any ideas for me, let me know. But I appreciate everybody, and we are finna get off. All right, take care, D. I appreciate everybody who's watching.